Hello boys, girls, and ghouls, and welcome to Coffee Gremlin Studios, and today I'm talking to you about Artfight! So let's get started. Say cheese! So what is Artfight? Well, Artfight is an online trading game where artists are separated into two teams and they have to compete in order to gain points for the team. In order to gain points for your team, you have to do art. That includes drawing, photography, and any other physical mediums. You can even cosplay a character that you really like, and it counts as points for your team. As long as it's considered art within the rules of Artfight, you are allowed to do it. This year's a special one because it's Artfight's 10th year anniversary. So they have 3 teams going on, which is comedy, tragedy, and my team, mystery. And today I am doing my Artfight card for you. So what your Artfight card is showing off the characters that you really want people to draw in Artfight itself. I put up 10 characters, 9 being my normal characters, and the 10th one being Gremlin herself. So the reason why I do Artfight is to try to get out of my comfort zone. There are so many wonderful characters that are just outside my comfort zone that I can't wait to gush about. And also, gushing about other people's artwork is kind of like a hobby of mine. I like to pick apart people's arts and see what I really like about them. If you haven't noticed by me picking apart other people's art styles and copying their art style video, seeing so many creative and crazy ideas just makes me want to draw them all. And I know I can't get to everybody, but at least I will attempt to get to 31 people this month. For those of you wondering, that's a drawing every day. So this year I'm finding everybody's character who's followed me, and I am finding the one that I relate to the most, or I feel like drawing the most, and I make a bookmark of it. It's pretty much any character that gets my muse flowing is the one I'm going to pick from your profile. This year's first week is going to be revenges that I couldn't get to last year. Also, for this year, I'm giving everybody their own magazine cover. I'm pretending to be a photography studio, and I'm going to be drawing a bunch of characters for this magazine. I did this last year, and I had such surprising results, and I can't believe how many people liked my magazine covers. And this year, I'm planning on doing 3 different magazine covers. 1 for Team Mystery, 1 for Team Comedy, and 1 for Team Tragedy. And what I did last year was not count the backgrounds. Reason why is because I use those backgrounds over and over and over again, tweak maybe 1 or 2 things, and then I submit the drawing. So technically what I'm only scoring is your character and not the magazine cover at all. It's gonna be kind of like what I'm doing with these character card sheets, is when I made a background and then I make the characters on top of the background and just keep everything else and just swap out the colors. Also, I'm really big into puns on magazine covers, so guess what's happening? All of you are getting dad jokes. Also, how I'm preparing for Artfight is just a little bit different this year than last year. But it's pretty much the same basic concept. I'm bookmarking the characters, but I'm going to save them in a separate file on my computer along with the names and numbers of the characters that I am attacking. This way, when Artfight's website goes down, I have the names and numbers of the characters that I can easily attack. But I'm only doing this for the first week this year because I have way too many characters to go through. Like my thumbnail images, I'm making them a little bit more detailed this time because I'm trying to do a more photography setting. So getting those done was on a priority list for me before Artfight. I'm also doing thumbnail sketches for the magazine covers themselves, as I'm going to take a lot of time to create all 3 different magazine covers. I kind of just want to go as soon as Artfight starts. And that means I need to have an idea in mind, so thumbnail sketches for now. I also have a list of dad jokes that I have for a few of the characters that I want to do for the first week of Artfight. For reference, one of them is a skeleton of fun. The other one is, are you spaced out? They're just dumb little dad jokes according to the character. So I'm currently writing a few of those out, at least for the first week. I'll probably research more in between for the revenges. But speaking of revenges, that's why I'm jumping ahead and putting everybody in an attack folder, so that way when somebody does draw me first, I can just easily shove them into the revenge folder and they are now my priority. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of Artfight, the etiquette. There are a lot of new artists on here and young artists on here. I'm not saying that you have to like every single art piece that you get. Everyone has opinions. But be kind and courteous. These artists took time out of their busy day in order to draw your character. The least they can have is a thank you. They don't need your opinions on how to improve their artwork. And they for sure don't need to know how much you hate their artwork. If you guys think that I'm gonna hate anybody's artwork though, you are sorely mistaken because I love all art. As long as I know that you put in effort, I will always love your art. But I have heard horror stories about new artists stopping what they are doing because somebody told them on Artfight that they hated their artwork. So for you new artists, any artist worth their salt will always appreciate your art. They won't care if you're new or if you're an experienced artist, they will cry at the fact that you drew their character. They will break down in tears because it is beautiful to know that somebody loves their character so much that they drew them for free on Artfight. And if somebody does not like your artwork, don't worry, there are a ton of people who will love your artwork. Never be afraid to put yourself out there. Hell, even I know a bunch of artists that use the Artfight attacks that they've received as background images for their laptops and computers. I know one artist that uses it as a phone background. Heck, even I use every single Artfight attack that I have received as my computer background, and I've been doing Artfight for 4 years now. That should tell you something. So I guess what I wanted to say was a lot of these people are new, so be kind and courteous to each other, and if you are new, don't be afraid to give us your art. Now on to another thing. If somebody attacks you, please say thank you. God, it hurts me to even see a comment section empty for days on end when somebody tried so hard on their artwork in order for somebody to not acknowledge it at all. Now, I'm not saying check your Artfight every hour, that's ridiculous. But if you are participating in Artfight, at least check it once every day or once every other day in order to say thank you to some artists who have given you an attack. I know that there are a few artists that have over 100 people attacking them, and they're not going to get to everybody in one day. But sending out a couple of thank yous here and there to try to get to everybody in a timely manner is all I ask. And the last common courtesy is don't expect revenges. Again, there are some artists out here that get a lot of attacks in a day, but yet we can only draw like one drawing a day. Last year I got 39 attacks and I can only draw once a day. And not only that, but I was also throwing out friendly fires and attacks that I really wanted to do. And I know I didn't get to everybody because I have a few people who I really wanted to do revenges for last year that I have to do this year. So don't really expect revenges. And if you find out that you are a few days in and you have no attacks whatsoever, try to push yourself out there. There's going to be somebody who wants to draw your character. I know it's a hard ask, but do not get discouraged. It's supposed to all be in good fun. And also, you do have to push yourself out there, so don't be afraid to do that. That's really all I had for the common courtesy section of this video. And this is supposed to be in all good fun and good faith. Now we're at the end of the video. Here's my character cards, and here is my Artfight card, all finished. I want to thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I also want to thank you to all my Ko-Fi supporters. Take it easy, boils, fools, and ghouls. I'll see you next time.